Drive down Q Street in North Church Hill.
It's just a social hub, we like to say, for our neighborhood.
So good to see you. I'm good.
Come on, you got it.
You'll hear a rebirth with rhythm.
It had been abandoned for about 20 years.
Inside the Robinson Theater Community Arts Center.
Here we go.
Instructor Mikael Williams makes heartbeats go up as his neighbors get down.
Let's go.
And really, as long as everybody has a great time, that's all that matters to me.
Okay, so let's try a little combination, okay?
A wide range of classes fill the calendar, from hip-hop cardio to ballet and beyond. It is appropriate dance dominates at the Arts Center, named for a man who glided to greatness.
Boy, he got educated feet.
Bill Bojangles Robinson, born in Richmond's Jackson Ward in 1878, rocketed to fame and fortune, breaking color barriers in vaudeville and on film in the 30s and 40s with co-star Shirley Temple. The stair dance, his signature move.
To see him going up down the steps, tap dancing like that, that was something to see.
In 1937, the Robinson Theater opened its doors in Bojangles' hometown.
This is the only movie theater that was around.
For James Wright, who grew up a few doors away,
Good times. Good times.
visiting the Robinson on weekends was a family affair.
Me and my brothers, we used to have a good time here.
Mr. Wright's grandmother was sitting in the theater the day Bojangles himself appeared during the grand opening.
That was a thrill. Like I told her, I said, I wish I could have been there to see that. Well, she told me, yeah, say that man can really tap dance.
Robinson would become one of the highest paid entertainers of his day.
He was an immense celebrity.
Historian Harry Colatz Jr. says in 1933, Bojangles paid for a traffic light near the intersection of Price and Lee Streets to keep children safe.
He was an incredible figure, and he never forgot where he was from.
A statue to Robinson now stands near the spot.
There was nobody else like him.
Colatz says Bojangles should be remembered for his philanthropy as much as his talent.
Is it not appropriate that we honor someone who brought nothing but mirth and merriment and laughter and cheers to the world?
But in Church Hill, changing times and tastes nearly wiped the Robinson Theater from memory.
Like an old haunted house, really. That's exactly what it looked like.
When the movies stopped, a pool hall and disco moved in, then out. The building sat empty and decaying for 2 decades.
It needed a lot of love.
It was in horrible shape.
Yeah, it was in horrible shape, yeah.
In 2006, Debbie and Mitch Bennett and friends saw an opportunity to revive the Robinson and carry on Bojangles' legacy.
And I think the fact that he's a Richmond son is a very important part of his history and the history of our city.
The top to bottom 2-year renovation included replicating the grand entrance.
Putting the marquee on there made it the Robinson Theater again.
The Bennetts even salvaged a slab of sidewalk where Bojangles left his mark.
He put his footprints and wrote his name in the concrete, and yeah, right out in front of the theater.
Back when he was here and when he walked into the theater, what a magical moment that must have been.
I would say the positive influence that he was as a dancer, I think that it could live on here at the Robinson.
Since reopening, Executive Director Betsy Hart says the Community Arts Center is once again a gathering place in North Church Hill.
Oh yes, yes.
For young and old alike.
It was one of a kind. Back then it was one of a kind, and now we wanted to be able to revive that one of a kind feel to the building.
Making new memories while honoring the past.
It's a unique space, it's a unique place to be able to do what I do.
Dance instructor Mikael Williams takes pride, following in the footsteps of the man who tapped the way.
Then when it comes to dancing, he's one of the ones that's high on your list of people that you want to aspire to be like.
83 years after first opening, the curtain is rising high on Q Street yet again.
It's good to see it like this. It's good to see a building in use instead of boarded up.
For Church Hill native James Wright,
Oh, good times. To look at it from what it is now to what it used to be.
he is soaking in the Robinson Theater's second act.
History. That's the history of Church Hill. It's very important to keep that going.
If you would like to learn more about the programs or even help out the nonprofit, I'll put the information to the Robinson Theater Community Arts Center on our show website at WTVR.com. For I Have a Story, I'm Greg McQuaid, CBS 6 News.